All right. And I think the show is ready to go on. Okay. So I'll start this. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream today. A bit of an impromptu one because I had absolutely no plans of streaming at all during this week. Well, it's not till the weekend. But then Nintendo decided to drop a bombshell yesterday that apparently they have a Nintendo Direct that's happening today. I mean, yes, they did one last February, but still didn't have any reason to expect this was happening. So, yeah, we're gonna do the stream today. I'm just gonna make one disclaimer clear out of the gate. I know that there are probably that there's been rumors or speculations or leaks that have been happening. If you know anything about any leaks or anything like that, I'm going to ask that you please keep them to yourself. If you have predictions, that's fine. You're more than welcome to share predictions of what you expect to see today. But specifically in regards to like actually things that have been leaked, I don't want any surprises to be ruined for anyone in chat today. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. That's all I ask. You're more than welcome to share any predictions you have. Just try to stay away from leaks as best you can, because I don't want any of that to get spoiled for anybody. If you're curious as to what my predictions are, I don't particularly have any. I guess that's not true. I have one prediction, but I don't really. I don't know if you can even really call it a prediction. It's basically just that I'm expecting to see Splatoon 3 gameplay, more of it, just because is Splatoon 3 supposed to come out this year? I would find it very strange if Nintendo didn't highlight it or showcase it, I guess is the better phrase. If they didn't showcase it at all during today's stream, I would be more than a little shocked, to say the least. So I'm expecting to see that today. Of course, we may not get to see it, but who knows? We'll find out. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Of course, there's pipe dreams I have, as in like there's things. What am I predicting in this Nintendo Direct? Basically, all I have to expect today is Splatoon 3, and I guess the Kirby game's coming. Doesn't the Kirby game come out in March? I think Kirby and the Forgotten Land comes out in. Okay, comes out March 25th. So yeah, there's Kirby gameplay and and I just lost Splatoon 3 gameplay. That's all I really have to say today. It's the only expectations I really have in regards to that. So yeah, which is probably best for me, because when I go into these Nintendo Directs, I don't really have any expectations going into it. I'm just kind of here to see whatever we get. That's why I didn't stream the one that happened in September, because usually I just watch these casually. So, I don't really go into it with super high predictions. I just kind of had to have it on the background. But the reason why I've chosen to stream this one today is because I made a mistake with my last Direct, with the last Direct, in that I immediately wished I had streamed the previous Nintendo Direct as soon as it was over, because, as we all know, the bombshell cast of the Mario movie was revealed during that show. So would have been cool to have actually had my reaction to that live, because let me tell you, I was beside myself when that got revealed. So I don't, just on the off chance anything like that happens again today, I figured it's better to have all my reactions here live, so that we can all see them and react to all this stuff together and go on the journey of this Nintendo Direct. So, we'll see how that goes, I suppose. Is a possibility that the Mario movie trailer in this Direct? Am I prepared for the possibility? Am I really prepared? I am prepared, by which only for copyright purposes, because recently I haven't been recording the streams as I stream, just because it's less work on my PC, on my CPU, so I can run the games better if I'm not actively recording while I'm streaming. But because we're just co-streaming a video right now, I don't think that it's gonna heavily impact performance too much. And the reason why I'm recording is because if this stream gets struck for copyright, which I'm fully expecting it to, because it's Nintendo, especially if they actually do show a trailer for the Mario movie during this show, which they very well might, we'll have to wait and see, then I'm going to pause the recording before the trailer gets shown, if I can react fast enough, and then unpause it so that I can edit it up appropriately in my editing software and then re-upload that. Basically, I'm recording it as a safe bet so that in case the stream gets struck for copyright, I can re-edit it and chop it up in editing so that it can safely go up again as an archive on YouTube. So, because we've had problems with this before, where I stream something like this, and either music screws me over, or what happened with The Matrix, with the Game Awards one last year, was The Matrix and the Sonic movie screwed me over, despite being told ahead of time that was supposed to be a co-stream safe experience, so thanks, that really went well. But yeah, to summarize for anyone who's just joining in now, my predictions are things that can't really count as predictions because it's obvious, which is that we're going to get Splatoon 3 gameplay and I guess Kirby gameplay. Beyond that, I'm pretty much down for anything. So that, which I guess is probably a desirable position to be in because it means I can't really be disappointed because I have no expectations. So I'm here just to see whatever Nintendo has in store for us today. So that's the game plan. I will hide the chat since it's not a live playback, so better than having nothing though. So I don't know if you may not be able to see because it's kind of obscured by the the white YouTube page, but I do actually have the chat on screen right now for that exact reason. Like the reason I'm actively choosing to show the chat on screen for this recording, so that in case the stream does get struck down, the chat will still be there in the recording. It won't be the actual live chat replay feature on YouTube, but the chat will still be there in case I have to take this down and re-edit it. So I've covered all my bases in case for whatever the outcome is of today's direct. So we should be okay. We should be fine. Hopefully. The Persona 5 Strikers loading screen video has officially surpassed 1 hour. It doesn't surprise me. I'm sure I'm not helping the issue at all by the fact that I keep swapping in and out, like going back to the real world out of the metaverse, which just adds even more loading screens. And that's not even all the loading screens. There's some that I didn't even keep in the video because I would keep going back and forth. So it's probably even longer than that in totality. You don't want to have too wild a predictions because otherwise the chance of getting disappointed is way too high. Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. Is if your expectations aren't too high, then you'll never be disappointed. So that's why I'm not really shooting for the stars with this one. We're just down to see whatever. If I did all the requests, the loading would be over 4 hours probably. Probably. Thankfully, I am not doing all the requests because that just sounds like a painful experience. Very much a painful experience. All you can really hope for is a Tomodachi Life port. I think that was something that Forget 45 was playing like 3-4 years ago. So I don't know anything about it, but I know she had me make a Mii for her. That's one thing I distinctly remember, is she came in one day and she handed me her 3DS and she said, "Hey, make yourself a Mii for my game." And I'm like, excuse me? So that's what I remember, but I've never actually played it for myself. So, I think, is it similar to me? Because I think it's similar to Miitopia in that you do something with your Miis, except Miitopia is more of an RPG thing, whereas Tomodachi Life is more of a life simulation tycoon simulator type game. But they both use your Miis, is I think what the basic premise is of those things. Jails 4 and 5 have basically no loading because it's all in one map with the exception of the boss area. Yeah, which certainly helped to mitigate factors, but then there's of course the rest of the biggest problems with loading are if ever it has to load a cutscene or if you leave the metaverse to go back, because it doesn't teleport you to the hideout, so you have to go into the hideout and then go back into the jail, and then from once you're in there you have to then warp to your checkpoint. So also my wireless headset is disconnected because it hasn't been any audio for a while. So that's nice. Anyway, my day up until this point has been spent writing for upcoming videos. You can see Microsoft Word's open down here, but I'm not going to hover over it because I don't want any spoilers for upcoming things. And then I've also been editing the Q&A video. So it's been a very productive day, and I'm looking forward to seeing to kind of relaxing now the day's wrapping up and seeing what Nintendo's got in store for us. You wonder if I'm still interested in checking out the WarioWare game? I certainly am. It's been recommended to me before. I am certainly interested in checking it out, and I might stream it in the future. I am just not. Wait, I won't see. Maybe not immediately, like maybe not anytime soon, but it's definitely on the list, and I want to check it out one day. So don't worry. It's on my agenda of games to play, which is getting longer every day. Have I considered Let's playing Stardew Valley? You personally think it's the best sim game that you've played? So here's the thing with Stardew Valley. I own it. It's on my Switch, and I acknowledge that it is a very well designed game, and I'm aware. I acknowledge it is good, but I've tried to get into it. Like I really tried my hardest to get into it, and I just can't do it. I've actively tried. I've tried multiple times actually to get into it, but I can't. Because it seems weird, because it seems like the kind of style of game that I would really like, that kind of casual simulation type game. But something about Stardew Valley, I just really can't get into it. I don't know. Do I write my scripts the same way movies write scripts, or do I simply write it like an essay? Well, so the way movies write scripts is with like specific formatting, and where, for instance, the names of characters have to be indented this far from both sides of the page, and then in this specific font size, and it's a very specific structure you have to follow in terms of the actual layout of how the screenplay appears on a piece of paper. So no, it's not like that. It's more like it's literally just a bunch of text blocks essentially, and then I break it up every now and again. If ever I have to play an audio clip, I will put in brackets play this here, and then that's how that works. So not anything similar to what would typically go into the process of writing a movie screenplay. They're not similar at all. What do I think about? I don't know what that is. I have not watched. So I just looked it up. I have not seen this YouTube channel before, so I don't really have any thoughts on it. I don't know what they do. So I don't really have much insight to give there. Would I play Your Turn to Die? It's something that I kind of have to... Well, I mean, here's the thing. I feel like I kind of have to play it at some point, because it's in the same style as Danganronpa. But the problem is that I kind of went over this in my Halo Reach stream back in November. I don't want to start playing the game until I know I can finish it, because the game it's being released in chunks, like a chapter at a time, but there doesn't seem to be much consistency in terms of when the chapters actually release. So I don't want to start the first chapter until I know kind of like with what I did with Grace Attorney Chronicles, where I want to be able to do the whole thing back to back and not have all the segmentation of each individual chapter. So I've seen the request for it. I know it's highly requested, and I will play it at some point. I just want to wait until the either more chapters or all chapters are available. So I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of what I'm going to do with that. Since Smash stopped getting updates, Nintendo Directs have gotten less hype, you feel? I can't necessarily share that perspective, just because I don't really, I'm a particularly big fan of Smash. It's just never been my kind of game. But I'm going into this with the same level of open-minded curiosity that I've gone into all previous Directs with, which is just, there are some games I'm expecting them to show out of just like obligation, as in like the game's gonna come out in a few, like Kirby comes out in a few months, Splatoon 3 comes out this year. I'm expecting gameplay of some capacity because they're coming out soon, so that they kind of have to show it. But beyond that, I don't really have any expectations or aspirations for what I hope to see today, so I'm down to see pretty much whatever. That's my mindset going into it. He's a disgusting person, don't watch him at all. I will take that advice, because from a quick glance at some of the thumbnails, I'm like, maybe we don't want to go down this rabbit hole. You're surprised I don't know about mukbang, but maybe that's for the better. I didn't. I had no clue of it, but now that I've looked at it and seen people's reactions in chat, I think I've concluded that perhaps it would be a mistake to go down that rabbit hole. How about the Phenomenal Lightyear trailer? Oh yeah, did you guys like how much they sapped any and all personality and life out of Zurg's design? Did you like that? I know I sure loved seeing that. That was so great. Seeing an empty, shallow husk of a robot called Zurg, and the cute little funny cute cat thing that's there only so they can sell toys. That was so good. Anyway, the show begins. Once again, let me know if audio levels are okay or not. I can adjust audio on the fly as we go. You just let me know if audio is okay, and I can raise and lower volumes as we go throughout the stream. I think it should be okay for now, but be sure to let me know. Toy Story fans, stop dunking on the Lightyear trailer. Trevor Magic, I can do this all day. I can. Yes, I can. But Crystal Power Fuel thing? Oh yeah. You remember in the first Toy Story movie when they said the thing about do people still use fossil fuels, or if you discover crystallic fusion? Yeah, let's see. We got double A's. Yeah, that's they reference crystallic fusion, so it's great. It's cool. That's how this works, right?
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones.
This reminds you need to play Three Houses. I also need to play Three Houses.
You sit around and wait for
In fact, Forgot 45 keeps bugging me that I need to play that I need to play Three Houses. Cause she spent a lot of dozens of hours. She sunk dozens of hours into that game. She has very high praise of it. So, and I imagine it would be a game that people would be interested in seeing. So, and I already own the game, so I'll get around to it one day. But it won't be. It's not a high priority for the channel right now. That's for sure.
You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal.
Three Houses LP coming at some point in the future, not anytime soon.
I know.
Audio might be a tad loud on the voice. Okay, I'll lower it down a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Alright, let me know if that's okay for the next trailer.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
You need to play Fire Emblem in general. Which one's the best one to start with? I am not the person to ask for that one.
We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem Three Houses. Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
You hope the video doesn't get copyrighted? Me too. That'd be very nice.
The Orange Star Nation needs you.
Be very cool if this stream didn't get copyrighted.
On the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced, bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast-forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns.
This is one of those things that I just...
Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer.
This is what I was worried about with streaming Nintendo Direct, is that I fear...
Advance Wars 1+2
I fear for a lot of stuff I just won't have much to say. Like, for instance, Advance Wars, I just have no insightful commentary to offer. I'm happy because people seem to be excited about it in chat. I'm happy it'll be there for those who are excited for it, but I just really have nothing to say whatsoever about it.
Every star is the light of a distant sun. Each orbited by planets teeming with life. Travel to planets of your choosing.
So I was literally just about to say No Man's Sky, and then the thing popped up on screen.
You'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live.
Strategy games not for me, Trevor. So two games I've streamed last year on the channel are Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2, which are real-time strategy games.
Factions vie for territory.
I may not play many of them, but I am not opposed to playing strategy games. I need to start thinking of Mario Kart 9. Yeah, I just need to start summoning all the things I would like to see today.
Traitor.
Someone shows up.
Fighter.
I think I think our shot at seeing Mario Kart 9 gameplay is going to be at E3 this year. I doubt we'll see it today.
No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
So here's the thing with No Man's Sky. Oh, is this? Okay, this is the Strikers thing, right? The Mario Soccer Strikers thing. Because I think I played Strikers Charged for the Wii, and their costume design looks similar to how it was in the Wii version. God, I haven't played this game in a long time.
Mario Strikers Battle League. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on offense. Aim for goals by dribbling and passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items.
This game is pretty fun. It was. I mean, I didn't play much of it, but I did play it. Like, this was never one of the games I played a whole lot as a kid, but I did play it occasionally, and whenever I did, it was fun. This is one of those things where I'm just like, I didn't expect this, but hey, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like
How long has it been since the last Mario Strikers game? Good question that I don't know the answer. I think, what was the Wii version the last one? Yeah, I think it was. I think Mario Strikers Charged for the Wii was the last game that was in the series.
While your opponents are distracted. Hit the net, and you'll score not 1, but 2 goals.
Rest in peace, EA's FIFA. Yeah, this just blows. This no need for FIFA anymore. This blows it out of the water entirely. Why would you ever play any other soccer game?
Online play will have an online club mode.
Oh, my favorite, Nintendo Switch Online.
Compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club. So create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you.
See, here's the thing. That'll be very cool if the online actually works.
Try to become the world's top club.
Let's make EA go bankrupt. How to single-handedly put EA out of business. Just create the FIFA killer, as it were.
Goes on this field. Mario Strikers.
June 10th? Okay, you know what? I might actually play that. I might actually get that.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
That looks like... I had a lot of fun playing Strikers when I was a kid. I might get
Mario
that.
Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer game. Next, please take a look at this.
That was not something that I expected, but you know what? I'm happy we saw it. Also, welcome Falcon Heavy 05 to the stream. Happy you were able to make it. So far, you missed his Fire Emblem. No Man's Sky coming to the Switch. Oh, here. Okay. Oh, we're opening with Splatoon. We're not opening, but this I did not expect Splatoon 3 to be this early. What's this? This is Splatoon 3. I mean, I knew we could expect to see it today. I thought they would have saved this for last. But hey, I approve. Boss. Oh, I didn't have time to read that. One more thing viewable will 100% be the Zelda trailer. I don't want to call definitively whether the Zelda trailer will be a thing or not, because it's always up in the air as to whether it's going to be a thing or not. Because it still remains to be seen whether Zelda is actually going to come out this year. I mean, they say it is, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Zelda trailer seems more of an E3 thing. That's the other thing. It's also, You also have to consider whether they want to blow their load that early or if they save it for E3. You've never played any of the Splatoon games? You should. They're fun. The multiplayer for Splatoon 1's great, and the campaign, I'm having a lot of fun with the campaign so far. Haven't played Splatoon 2, but I've heard that the campaign at least is much better than the first one, which I can definitely believe. Splatoon 3 Salmon Run, next wave. So that just confirmation that that mode's coming back for Splatoon 3.
Splatoon 3 game, the next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim? Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward to future updates. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Honestly, I would have thought that they would have nailed down a more definitive release date than that.
Users at the ready.
So I guess that's just basically saying, here's a peek at the next iteration of Splatoon, of the Salmon Run Wave Defense mode. You've begun to enjoy Fortnite. It's not good, but it's a guilty pleasure of yours. That's fine.
Onto Nintendo Switch.
You're absolutely allowed to enjoy bad games.
You'll pilot weaponized machines called Vanzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts.
You heard Fortnite got a lot better in Chapter 3, so as someone who has recently recorded Fortnite footage for something that will be coming out in the near future, I can say definitively that in its current state, Fortnite is not good. It maybe at one point it was, but it's...
This classic, when Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on Nintendo Switch. Get set for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer. From the creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line.
This is their substitute for Mario Kart 9.
Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer also possesses powerful ultimate skills, perfect for turning the tables at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play, as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay.
Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch.
I guess we'll have to see what comes of that.
The power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating...
I wonder if that's all the characters that are going to be in the game, because that seems like a very limited roster. I'm assuming they're not showing them all yet, because that was Mulan, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and Jack Sparrow. So I'm assuming there's going to be more characters than just that, because that seems like a very, very limited roster.
The original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th.
If Buzz is in the game with the lightyear design, I don't think they'd do that.
The complete saga of legendary assassins.
I think they know it'd probably be more profitable to just because more people are likely to recognize the classic Buzz design than whatever the new abomination is.
Interact with historical figures.
Did I see your comment about Danganronpa 3? Yeah, about the voice actors sitting in a booth in complete silence and listening to Chucky's voice actor scream for over 10 minutes.
Take advantage of advanced features for the Nintendo Switch.
I guess all I'll say is citation needed. That sounds extremely weird as a method of recording VO.
Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe.
Fortunately, it seems awesome. I've heard from people that it's like one of the best Star Wars games ever made. never
Enhance
really.
each suit with parts
I
to
mean,
improve
I'm not really a
their
fan of
power.
Star Wars in general,
You
so I
can
never really had a
also
reason to
battle
get into them.
alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance.
Of course, I say that, but I've also
this year.
played Republic Commando, and Republic Commando was
Two
awesome.
Worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world. Though it somewhat resembles his home world, he finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany
Yeah, so I'll be
you
bold.
and the
I've
things
never
that
heard of this
trigger
before.
will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, radical
But a non-4:3 aspect
originally
ratio was
released
beyond their
on Satellaview
capabilities.
is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, dashes and slashes.
It's
its way
the
onto
sequel to
Nintendo
Chrono
Switch
Trigger.
April 7th.
That's weird.
Pre-orders begin today
They remake
on
the
Nintendo
sequel and
eShop.
not the original? That seems backwards. Ah, here's Kirby. Alright, well those are the two things I expected today, so at this point, anything else can only surprise me. This is another game series that I should probably give a shot one day. And I might start with this one. Because I've heard a lot of good things about the Kirby games. I just haven't ever played any of them.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure.
Looks pretty. Music's
Introducing-
very good.
Mouthful mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans.
Okay then.
Or become a piercing cone. With Mouthful mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities.
Inhale a car is a nice choice of
Even
words.
weaponize a
Yes, yes it
mouthful of
is.
Water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources will become available. At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks.
That's pretty neat.
They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful.
Because he certainly wasn't powerful enough
Some
already.
copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms.
So it
New adventure awaits.
kind of gives me Odyssey vibes, where you know how in Odyssey you can throw your hat onto, you can capture enemies by throwing your hat onto them, and you can interact with things in the environment
Restore peace to this
by
world?
transforming into them. Kind of reminds me of that, where you can explore the environment and platform around and solve puzzles and stuff like that by just, you know, swallowing up items and transforming yourself into them. That's a neat little mechanic.
Launching later next month. Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Might be the Odyssey of Kirby. It seems like it, as someone who's never played a Kirby game before.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。
Oh,
ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。
my
任
favorite.
天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打賞22が楽しめるようになりました。
just what I always wanted, the MLB game on the Switch.
MLB The Show is
With
coming to
extremely
Nintendo
questionable
Switch.
visuals and
That means
performance.
you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a
What do I think about Kirby as a character? I know nothing about him. I've never played a Kirby game before.
Content on any platform where
So,
MLB The Show 22 is
I have
available.
nothing to
Take
say.
your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show.
Okay, I'd like to
22
formally
online
apologize to the
matches
Switch
on
port of
other
Persona 5
consoles.
Strikers, because
No
Jesus
need to
Christ,
worry.
look at this.
You can invite them and play online.
I think I'm a pass, thanks, though.
I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous.
Sheesh. I guess they hired a Muppet for the commercial, okay.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC, every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet. Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures.
Wouldn't it be
alongside
great
Sora,
if you could play the Kingdom Hearts games not with the cloud versions?
Time in TV, tabletop, or
Wouldn't that be so awesome?
Kingdom Hearts Intergram Masterpiece for cloud.
Yeah, well, too bad for you.
All 3 game collections soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
Like, just why, though?
Klonoa is coming to Nintendo Switch. Across dreamy side-scrolling levels, you'll run, jump, and hover while firing wind bullets to
What do I
grab
think
and
about
throw
that?
enemies.
About what? The
Use each level's
the
surroundings
Kingdom
to your
Hearts
advantage.
stuff? I think I just made my stance pretty clear. It'd be great if it wasn't
Also,
actually it'd be great if it was the original versions and not just the
Take on
cloud
these great
versions.
adventures when Klonoa
'Cause I
covers
kinda-
every series.
I have no
Nintendo
excitement for
Switch
that
July.
whatsoever.
We're so glad.
Oh, come again?
Come here, officer.
Oh?
Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat.
Oh!
In these award-winning games, the portal gun is your key to surviving
Huh!
an in a mysterious lab.
Well, how about
Escape
that?
Portals and warp to other areas to find cake. Still unconfirmed.
Alright, none of you have an excuse anymore. If none of you have played Portal before, you no longer have an excuse. Play it.
And robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer
Holy
mode.
shit.
And that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year.
Okay? Didn't...
A classic comes alive.
You know what? I'll take it. When you said think about games, you didn't mean to think with portals. I can't help myself, I guess. That was not on the bingo card. But you know what? I'll take it. Portal on the Switch? Portal on the go? Absolutely. Not gonna turn that down. The Portal duology kicks absolute ass? Yes. Yes, it does.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life.
You joined in very late. You missed a new Mario Strikers game. You missed a Disney Pixar racing game. Portal's gonna be on the Switch.
Takes an important secret mission.
And then this is something that people are reacting to. Also, they're remaking the sequel to Chrono Trigger.
The near future. A youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future. A newly built robot is
Oh, you also
swept
missed
up
new
in a
Kirby
tragedy in
gameplay.
space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
So apparently people in chat have a reaction to this. I had none. I don't know what this is, but I'm glad you guys are excited for it.
How was that? Next up is this.
That was a tennis motion.
It's
What?
a new iteration of the Wii Sports series.
Oh!
Nintendo Switch Sports.
What?
Please take a look.
Wait!
Here are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch Sports game.
Come
You
again?
might recognize these three from past Wii Sports games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller.
Gently swinging my ass.
Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve. And
How?
knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending. Plus, 3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays.
I take it back. This is what's gonna put EA out of business.
Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers.
Okay.
Attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with
what?
the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions.
Oh, okay.
Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand.
This... Am I dreaming?
Volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve,
Is this real?
bump, set, and spike the ball.
Yeah, that's not gonna be finicky at all. I'm definitely not gonna get screwed over by that.
The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or
To some degree of success.
matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show you some gameplay of one of the newly added sports, volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
Okay.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can see you're ready to play. All right, I'll play some volleyball online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap ready?
Yes, of course. I've got plenty of space around me as well.
All right, let's start. We'll be including some live commentary throughout our match.
You know, I was just thinking the other day about how it'd be cool to see a sports game on, you know?
What can we expect today from
Alright, look,
Takahashi
it's
Koizumi?
weird to see...
It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front.
It's weird to see it not be
How
Mii's.
will the opposing team react?
Like,
Takahashi makes the block.
it's weird, alright? It's extremely bizarre to not be playing as Mii's, because like that was such a core part of kind of
The other team
the charm of Wii Sports, I guess. But it's a sports game on the Switch. You know, I just recorded commentary for my damn Q&A.
Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it up. And Koizumi spikes. But it goes right toward the opponent. Here's another attack. Now's their chance. They get the ball.
Okay, we didn't need...
Koizumi. Takahashi scores.
Maybe we didn't need this.
Clear spike.
Woo. Let's stop our match.
Maybe we didn't need the
After all,
scripted
we're in the middle of a
stage show there, but...
Alright, I'll be leaving now.
Okay, maybe we could have cut out that part, but you know what? It's a sports game. They confirm Mii's are there.
The game launches
April 29th. Jesus.
We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout mode at launch. In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf.
I was gonna ask where was golf, but... Okay, I would like it to be there at launch, but at least it's
To
there.
help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects.
Okay? I see this as an absolute win.
The online playtest will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online
Holy
membership on the date
shit.
shown on screen. For those of you interested, please visit the official Nintendo website for more details. Thank you.
How How do you follow that up? Walk me through this.
That's all
How?
I have for now about Nintendo Switch Sports. I hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
I mean, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue as easily as Wii Sports does, but it's still.
Get those taiko drumming skills ready.
God, I need to. Well, first of all, I need to go to that website. Sports.nintendo.com. I'll look at that later.
You'll strive to become a
Holy
taiko master,
shit.
along with brand new character Kumo-kyun.
Of all the things.
Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge,
Excuse me.
and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like.
Megalovania, huh?
New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Donchen Band. Or face off against each other.
So this is kind of what I was talking about. You don't follow, no matter what came after Nintendo Switch Sports. One does not simply follow up Super Nintendo's. No matter what this was, it was gonna be like, oh, your task with the you have the task of being the game that follows Nintendo Switch Sports. Good luck. No hard feelings or anything.
What's new with these Nintendo Switch games? The brand new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is almost here.
Hey, we got someone said this was going to be a thing earlier.
And his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a
Project Underline Times New Roman 2. Yeah, it's certainly a very bizarre name.
3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Okay, that's cool.
Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC, Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course. Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle. Defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even one.
Yeah, so just so you know, I'll be doing a day 1 stream of this.
Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course wallops its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Feel like that might trivialize some of the original, the original Cuphead bosses and levels.
One hit. Even from this.
But I'm curious to see how she plays with new bosses.
Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty. Can you face this new challenge? And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. This free update launches later today.
Basically, polar opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of types of players.
A second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time.
Alright, so I've never played this game, but those sound like very cool additions for those of you who have.
Something's bound for
Oh, my favorite! More Nintendo Switch Online. My favorite! Oh? You know... Okay, I'm just annoyed now. I literally just fucking bought this game for $10 in the Wii U Virtual Console so I could play it because people suggested it to me. God fucking... You couldn't have... You know, God damn it, timing is just the worst. Well, for those of you who didn't already waste $10 on this game,
and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online later today.
It's there for you. See, that should have been a moment of me just being like, wow, that's awesome. Instead, I'm just like, God, I'm just so annoyed. Also, apparently there's some demand for Mother 3. Yeah, I think that might be a pipe dream. It'll be as much of a... That seems to be as much of a pipe dream as Investigations 2 getting properly localized. By which I mean, neither of those things are ever going to happen. Lego Brawls. Come again. Yeah, that's what the Lego games needed. A Brawls fighter game. That's exactly what the Lego games needed. Just what I always wanted.
What did you think? Here's some news from Mario Kart fans. Many
Excuse
of
me?
you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017.
Excuse me?
So, we've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content.
Well, zippity-doo-dah! Holy fucking shit! Coconut Mall? Oh, that actually looks worse. Wait, that actually looks a little bit worse. I don't know about that one. The textures in Coconut Mall actually look a little bit worse.
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Holy what?
This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games. 8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves.
What?
48 additional courses we plan on releasing
What?
at the end of 2023.
Wait!
Courses such as Coconut Mall, Chaco Mountain,
This is what...
and Tokyo Blur.
Why'd I waste my time playing the original shitty games when I could just waited for this?
You can play these courses locally and online.
Huh?
The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will launch March 18th.
I don't have time to play all this shit! I don't have time!
Enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership. Or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on
That's
its own.
actually kind of a cool bonus, I gotta admit. What is happening today?
I hope you're looking forward to the additional courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This next segment will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Fighting in order to live.
Think about Phoenix Wright in Smash. Sorry, that ain't gonna happen. That ship has sailed along.
That's the way of our world. Ionios.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his feud.
Sword March. The land pierced by...
So I'm still reeling from the Mario Kart. I can't...
It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you soldier it all alone. What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It will never replace the friends we've lost. The flame clock, it has to go.
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
Sure, add even more pressure onto me playing the original two Xenoblade Chronicles games. Why not stack even more onto my already mountainous schedule? Oh good, September! That gives me so much time to play those games.
The story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ties together the futures of the worlds depicted in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to it. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
I don't have the words. Alright, so just to not mince words here, let's be perfectly clear. The thing Nintendo did in regards to Gilva Center, still a very shitty thing. Let's not forget that they're still completely at fault for what happened. However, the announcements we got today just blew the roof off this place. Like, my schedule doesn't have time to account for all this. Switch Sports, 8 Deluxe DLC, the Speedstorm game, possibly, I think I might stream Mario Strikers. I don't think I'll commit a full Let's Play to Mario Strikers. I think I might stream that one, but and that's just the stuff that I was interested in. You guys got a whole lot more stuff. You got the Live Alive thing, or Live Alive thing, however you pronounce it. Fire Emblem, the Xenoblade. Well, so there's some, I'm stunned. I have trouble. Well, this is why I wanted to stream this one, because this is what happened last time. What happened last time in September was they dropped bombshells, and then I couldn't react to it because I already watched it on my own time. But not this time. This time I have a finger on the pulse, and I was here to react live to Mario Strikers, Speedstorm, Portal, the Portal duology on the Switch, a Nintendo Switch sports game, and a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Like, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, dude. That I wanted that. I wanted more of this. Okay. Well, I don't even know. I don't have the words to process what just happened there. That was unreal. I mean, it was awesome, but unreal. Like, any expectations I would have had just blew, what would have been completely blown out of the water by what we actually got. Oh, and as the cherry on top, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out in September, which is awesome for you guys, but it makes things awkward for me, because now I have to somehow find a way to play through the first two games in between now and then. I can't. Well, we got one hell of a year ahead of us, folks. Okay, so I do unfortunately have to get going right now. So I got to finish up some editing before I properly finish off before I properly finish off my workload for today. The stream will be up immediately afterwards, unless it gets struck down for copyright. But, we'll see what happens. If it gets struck down, I'll just re-upload the archive and edit it up to kind of get around that. And we'll see what happens. But, wow, okay. Yeah, I need to go decompress after that. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everybody. That was a phenomenal direct. That was so much better than I ever could have imagined. And I'm glad I was here to just share my reactions to it all with you all here today. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed my reactions to the direct. Hopefully you all enjoy, for those of you that are currently downloading Earthbound, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you're looking forward to all the other games that are coming out. And I just need to decompress. That was way more than I could have ever imagined. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you all soon for whatever you decide to watch next. Have a good night, everybody.